Hello everybody, and just here and welcome back to Kaiju number 8, episode 5, in which, I don't know, we're probably gonna deal with the fallout of the little training mission, and we're probably gonna learn who scored, how high, who's gonna pass to the next stage, whatever it might be, right? That's probably what's going to happen in today's episode. In the previous one, as I already mentioned, we had the second stage of the exams. The finale of that second stage, you could say, right? Kikoru already got to the Hoju, yeah, to the Hoju, defeated that Hoju without much of an issue. Everything's fine, right? All the kaiju have been defeated. We can all go home, recall the drones, get the people out of the zone. Suddenly, someone appears. Some weird-looking, HR Giger-looking dude appears, attacks Kikoru in a way that she cannot defend herself from it. The newly appeared person monster thing is that much stronger than her. And not only that, he's not only a threat because he's a strong monster, he's a threat because he can also resurrect the fallen kaiju. Not only that, that would have been bad already, but it goes further. He can strengthen the kaiju. He can make them grow even stronger than they were before they were defeated. So, certified menace, you could say. I'm gonna refer to him as Kaiju King. We didn't get a proper name yet. Kaiju King rises the fallen kaiju from the dead and leaves after wounding Kikoru severely, and then leaves her to the fate. Leaves her fate in the claws of the Hoju that she defeated, and now improved, healed with the alpha thingamajigs on his head, or whatever it's called, the horns that allow the kaiju to shoot lasers, apparently. Thankfully, in the nick of time, Kafka appears. He appears and he doesn't even think twice about revealing his true identity, revealing his monstrous form to save a friend, right? Maybe not yet, but she has the potential to be a friend. And so Kafka defeats the Honju, whatever, without any problems, one punch, quite literally, and of course begs Kikoru to not reveal his secret to anybody. Kikoru faints, wakes up in a weird healing pod, and does not reveal his identity. She says, yeah, it was me who defeated the kaiju. After wondering about it for a minute, after having a little bit of a thought given to it, which is good because it means that she doesn't treat it as a dream, she doesn't discard it, she doesn't, forget it or whatever. No, she knows, and it's her conscious choice to help Kafka in his situation, which is good. The way the kaiju was defeated also tips off Mina, well, more so Soshiro. It tips him off that it might have been a similar situation like the kaiju Red Mist they dealt with 3 months ago, I believe was the time frame. So it's probably, something like that. It's probably another appearance of Kaiju number 8, maybe, right? We recorded a spike of energy, magnitude 9.8, which is the strongest kaiju ever recorded, and probably just malfunctioning sensors. No, it was just Kafka. It was our boy Kafka. But yeah, Soshiro and Mina certainly suspect something is going on, and they know that Kikoru would not be able to defeat that kaiju in this particular way, right? She was given a gun. A gun is not able to vaporize an entire body of the monster, right? It's not able to flay the skin and flesh of the bone like Kafka sponge. So they know something is amiss. And I hope they still will know something is amiss, because Kikoru claimed the credit. And I hope they realize that she couldn't have claimed the credit. It couldn't have been her. So it should tip them off towards believing that something's fucky-wacky here. She's covering for someone, or maybe she has superpowers that she didn't reveal. Something is amiss here. Hopefully, we'll see. And at the end, we follow the Kaiju King for a moment. It turns out that he is a kaiju that has problems with technology, first and foremost, but also can take a human form, not unlike Kafka. And not unlike Kafka, he's also a member of the cleanup crew. He's the new kid. Why does he need to blend in with humans? I don't know. My initial suspicion is that it's something like out of Kaiju, for example, right? Where the monsters, maybe the kaiju decided that, hey, the big monsters are not working out, the defense force is, defeating us, so they evolved to be able to blend in with humans, like with XCOM, right? They evolved the Thin Men, essentially, or created the Thin Men rather, to blend in with humanity and try to conquer the planet through other means than just force, right? Maybe something along those lines. The plot certainly thickens. That much is like undeniable. Yeah, I guess that covers the previous episode. In today's, I expect. I think I expect mostly a chill episode, right? I expect a little bit of a, fall off. No, that has negative connotations. A little bit of a rest episode. Yeah, an episode of rest. The previous episode was very hype, a lot has changed, a lot has happened. Today's episode, I expect Kafka is gonna be hanging around with Reno, maybe with other people who passed the test. They're gonna be waiting for results, talking shit. Then their results are gonna come in, they're gonna go out for a beer, Kikoru is gonna join them, she's gonna be watching Kafka intently, right? Stuff like that is probably gonna happen. Oh, one more important thing that happened in the previous episode, Mina visited Kafka. She claims that she was there to thank Reno for getting Kikoru out of the battle zone, but no, she was explicitly standing in front of Kafka's room, listening in, waiting for an opportune moment. She was there for Kafka. Let's be honest here. But she cannot be true to her feelings, and Kafka isn't true to them either, so they're just two stones that want to communicate, but they don't want to communicate. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. To do that, you will of course need your subs to follow along with me. Why are you running? And I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on in the show. And I'm gonna have to ask you for support the channel if you want to monetarily on Patreon, YouTube, down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, it costs you nothing and helps a lot. And with that, we can start watching Kaiju number 8, episode 5 in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, literally last time on Dragon Ball Z. I was about to make the joke of last time on Dragon Ball Z, but they literally said last time on Kaiju No.8. One punch! Oh, so Reno is the narrator. Oh, so he's back at the cleanup? Ah. Oh, they got to the next stage, eh? Also, why do they get mail to work and not to their place of residence? Is it a common thing in Japan? Like, people spend upwards of 12 hours at work, so might as well get their mail there? I don't know, maybe. I think I have to get a new pair of glasses. I can't tell what's dirt and what's scratches. Or I just need to clean them with a wet wipe. And that was a bottle. No, not this one. This one. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's reminiscent of this scene from the opening. Past, of course. Episode 5. Okay, so they are officially a part of the defense force. Except Kafka. Right, Shinomiya's groupie. With her groupie? In Tao? No. So where is Kafka exactly? He's ambitious. Ihare. All right. He's probably either scared or something incredibly ridiculous, like he got diarrhea and he's stuck in the toilet. Probably something like that. Or he's gonna get some sort of special treatment and enter the stage or something like that. Okay, so they finished the exams, now it's gonna be time for training, right? That's why they're a class and not already members of the force. I didn't count how many of them were there on the floor. My bet is 26. 27th, of course, being Kafka. Doesn't feel that great claiming credit, yeah. Yep. The first person in her life to genuinely worry about her. Right, we got some backstory on her as well in the previous episode. Almost forgot. There he is. Oh, the blush on her face. So why is he here then? He made for some amazing support, yeah? Yeah, he's gonna be the dedicated comic relief. I assume Mina wanted him for her team, but I guess Soshiro was first. Aren't you all cadets? I guess Kikaru didn't speak for particularly long then. Right, fortitude is the precise term. Gotcha. I'm trying to look for some insignia, and I think it's the thing they have on their collars. Kafka doesn't have any. You spoke the quiet part out loud, dude! Wrong neural pathways. Yeah. I mean, he wanted comic relief, and he got exactly what he wanted. She's happy, though. Yes. Yes, you did. But you're also curious about, yep. Exactly. What could it have been, right? Mm. In a good way or in a bad way, though? Okay, everybody's cheering on him. That's nice. Yeah, she wants to beat you up. Bunnies. Yeah, probably. They already turn fallen kaiju into suits and ammo. Exactly. What do you think is gonna happen to you? They're gonna try to figure out your secret to create other super soldiers like you, right? I mean, fair. Yeah, he probably wouldn't want to be a danger to humanity either, right? So it's fair. Oh, first mission? Or just training? Just training then. Okay, that's a little higher. He was at 11, I believe. No, he was at 8. He was below 10, right? Yeah, he was below 10. Now he's 18. Not bad. He's much more dynamic in his approach, running around. Bit of a friendly rivalry between them. Damn, already above 50%. Another friendly rivalry. Hey, that's a nice growth. He broke 1%. How high of a score does he need? Yeah. They're friendly rivalries though, so that's good, right? They're not like genuine gripes they have or anything like that. You don't want unfriendly competition. Yeah, they're not really doing much for you though. Yeah, can't hide the dad bod. Here comes the muscle. Here comes the muscle indeed. What he lacks in eyebrows, he makes up in his abs. some fruit milk thing. Does she? What muscles exactly? Yeah, that's common courtesy. Makes sense. Let me guess, most of them will give Mina as their reason. Maybe not. Ah. Yeah, I want to be like her, I want to beat her, I want to join her, yada yada yada. I mean, your story is certainly the best, though. Your childhood friends, after all. Just say it out loud, man. Okay, he did. That's good. I was afraid he's gonna try to keep it a secret. Yes, exactly. Like a pinky promise and all. Ah, yes. She was born at a very young age. Okay, I'm really liking this episode so far. Who's gonna last the longest? What's Nikaido doing here? I guess they live at the base now? Still struggling with the weapon, I see. I really like how they're building their camaraderie in this episode. Mina? Soshiro. Yeah? I mean, you screamed it out loud. And yeah, rumor spreads. We got another friendly rivalry. Ooh. Why? Sure, I guess. They're taking the most dangerous missions, so they're the most likely to just die in the line of duty. Okay, sending out the rookies. That was a very nice episode. I'm listening to the ending right now, and I wonder if the lyrics and the ending in general is about this, like, camaraderie in their group, right? Nobody got you the way I do. If you have nobody to turn to, right? I wonder if it's gonna be one of the themes, one of the running themes of this show. Would be nice. Would certainly be nice if that was the case. Nothing after credits. Let's watch it again, shall we? Recap. Oh, that was not a recap anymore. Yeah, they got mail, and of course, they both passed. We wouldn't have it any other way. Right, how many of them are there? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. 26 indeed. Although Kikoru isn't here, so that makes 27. So yeah, Kafka wasn't the missing one. I guess because he joined as a cadet? Yeah, cadet. We're building some nice friendships, some nice rivalries. Yeah, I like it. I like that in this episode they don't seem to be aiming for like negative rivalries, right? If you get what I mean, very often in a situation where there is a group like that, right? Be it a class or a group of cadets or a group of recruits or a military team or whatever. Very often there's like one or two antagonistic people in that group who either antagonize the rest or antagonize just the main character. There's usually some of that negative rivalry. I have not seen any of that. Any sort of rivalry is very friendly on a competition basis, right? Oh, I'm gonna score better than you at the next physical exam. Oh no, I'm gonna score better than you. Well, I've scored better than you all this time, so what are you even complaining about, right? This sort of a rivalry, and I very, very much appreciate it. It reminds me of the day before yesterday. I had some friends over, and we watched some random Bollywood movies with some Chinese takeout and just, you know, some snacks and having fun. And we watched a movie. We were looking for a completely different movie. But we found a full version of that movie, apparently, supposedly on YouTube, but it turned out to be a different movie. It turned out to be Flying Jatt, Jatt, Flying Jatt movie. Highly recommend it. First of all, it's an amazing superhero movie. I wish fucking Marvel made movies like this, because Flying Jatt was, holy shit, one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen. And there was, I guess, Flying Jatt spoilers, as long as I hold my hand up. The main character, Flying Jatt, or who becomes Flying Jatt, right, has a brother. And it would be so easy to make it a rivalry between them, right? The brother not having superpowers, being jealous, trying to upstage his brother, right? Trying to steal his costume, yada, 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 and overall being a menace from jealousy. No, nothing of the sort. They were the best brothers that I've seen portrayed in media in a long while. And that really reminds me of this, where there's also just friendly rivalry. Everybody's comrades, everybody's friends. There is no, like, right? There's no negativity between them. Good shit. I like it. I very much do. Kikoru will speak on behalf of the incoming class. Officers of the Defense Force, on behalf of 27 of us, I swear that we will lay down our lives for the cause. I guess her only speech was just the pledge. I like that she knows, she realizes, and it's her conscious decision to cover for him. Good. I like it. I was so afraid that she's just gonna think it was a dream, or she's gonna forget it, or something like that. Also, everybody seems to have 1 star on their collar. Mina has 3 stars and a bar, or 2 bars, and I guess Soshiro has like 2 stars and 2 bars, I believe, and Kafka has neither. So I guess all of them have been sworn in as officers, and Kafka joined them only later. Because he isn't being sworn in as an officer, right? He's joining as a cadet. Makes sense. Look how, like, happy and excited everybody is about him coming here and him joining, right? That's another thing. I would expect some of them to be like, oh, how did the old man get here? He scored the worst. Why is he even here? Right? You would expect some voices like that to speak up, either out loud or in, you know, quietly under their breath. But no, none of that. Everybody's happy. Everybody's excited about him joining. Good. I like it. Lowest in the fitness exam, 0 in aptitude. She probably wanted to say, I don't mind taking him. Probably. But Soshiro jumped the gun, and he decided that he wants him. Yeah, he's a team player. He might not be much of a DPS, but he's the perfect supporter. And a hidden DPS as well. But nobody but Kikoru knows. This, exactly what I said in a previous episode and the one before that, prioritizing helping others over kill count. Kill count doesn't fucking matter. The success of the mission does. And he understands it. And he's also comic relief. Good. The amount of kaiju is increasing, and their strength is also increasing. Could it be because of the appearance of the Kaiju King? Or is it like a completely unrelated phenomenon? Also, let's play Spot the main character. The hair alone are enough. I guess that would make Nikaido or Hakua. That would make Hakua main character as well. Strange incident, yeah, that kaiju come back to life. And another strange incident where alive kaiju come back to death. Or into red mist. Acting as your shield and spear. I'll be standing next to you soon, Mina. Yeah, your neural pathways have been crossed out a little bit. What was supposed to go into the thoughts got into the speech, and yep, that was an oopsie. 100 push-ups. But she's smiling. She's happy about it. She's happy hearing it. And also, I like that Soshiro is, suspicious. He didn't just discard it as, oh, it's just, the fault of faulty sensors or whatever. He knows something's up. I like it. We saw 9-8 fortitude kaiju. At the same time, somebody's vitals stopped coming in. Could it have been just a malfunction? Yeah. But it's kind of a big coincidence, isn't it? So on the off chance something's off about him, I want him close. I want to observe him. I want to watch him. Yep. I like it. I like it. Also, another bit on the camaraderie and overall positivity here. Nobody's laughing at him. Nobody's ridiculing him for what he did. No, everybody's cheering on him, right? Holy shit, dude, you did 100 push-ups. Bravo, congratulations. I believe in you, old man. 98, 99, right? I love it. I love the energy here. And again, nobody's laughing at them. Everybody's laughing at the situation and laughing with them. Good shit. You'll spend every day being tested and doing experiments. Probably, yes. Okay. So only the powerful kaiju get numbers. So I would assume there were only 7 powerful kaiju so far, because he got the number 8. And it's only the powerful kaiju parts that are used for weapons. And armor, I guess, as well. Or I guess maybe armor, the special suit is made of just everyday run-of-the-mill kaiju, and weapons, like special weapons, like the, underslung heavy gun that Mina has. Maybe that was created out of the brain tissue of kaiju number 5 or something like that, probably, right? Yeah, let's keep it a secret. And yet she's blushing so much. Yeah, this is cool. It's supposed to be a threat, right? Oh, if you stand against humanity, I'll kill you. But it's not a threat, it's a promise. And Kafka appreciates it, because he wouldn't want to hurt humanity either. He wouldn't want to harm mankind. So if my kaiju powers ever take over my mind, please do dispose of me, Kikoru. You would be doing me a huge service. Thank you. Cool. I really like how positive this show is so far. Arms tied against your sides, wrists slack, don't pull, squeeze, don't pull, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, so I'm assuming it's been like a month-ish of a time skip, maybe a couple of weeks. They've all already grown stronger. Everybody has their own distinct style in combat. That's cool. I like it. The rivalries are still very much here. Even Kikoru antagonizing Friendlily a little bit, if Friendlily is a word. Those two having a nice rivalry between them, yeah. I like it, but again, it's all friendly. Nobody's laughing at Kafka. Nobody's angry that someone else overtook them. They take it as, not as a slight against them, they take it as motivation. Damn, that's cool. You rarely find so much positivity squished into such a small package. And yeah, of course it's awesome turning 0 into 1. 15 laps. I wonder what's gonna be Konomi's significance here, the scientist girls. She got the entire ending to herself. Could it be that she's going to be the one to discover Kafka's powers through some examination or something? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it would be a waste to not research Kafka's circumstances. But let's do it on, like, his terms, right? If he agrees to have his blood drawn, let's draw some blood, let's do some MRIs, yada yada yada, but let's not, restrict his freedom, for example. If we can get to this sort of an agreement, then sure, research him. But if that cannot be reached, then it's better that he hides his powers. They're competing with each other and making each other better. Yeah, that's the crux of the whole thing. That's important. If they're not jealous of each other in a negative way. Like, why can you do it but I can't? But rather, why can't you do it and I can't? Please tell me, how did you train so that I can train and get better? Right? In this way. That's cool. Yeah, that's some muscle entering the scene. I mean, tell me she doesn't look like Nikaido. Little bit less endowed, but the hair, the overall stature, I guess she's less bulking than Nikaido, but the hair really reminds me of Nikaido from Doro, if you didn't know that. Mina is here. She's got good muscles and just the right amount too, but that's not enough to explain her combat power. Could it be that her combat power is explained by extremely high, compatibility with the suit? Maybe she has like 98% or something ridiculous like that. Could be that. Or it could be that she also ate a kaiju. She also has some kaiju-based superpowers. Maybe. I would not discount that possibility. Would actually be interesting if it turned out that, yeah, like, ingesting kaiju parts, there are like those larvae, sometimes we get them and we give them to our captains, they swallow them and they get superpowers. It's something we do. Like, the public doesn't know about it because they would kind of get, scared that, oh, the people who protect us are kaiju, so we don't tell them, but it's something we actually do. So yeah, so Soshiro is gonna be very disappointed that, oh, you just swallowed the kaiju, whoop-de-doo, I thought it's something more. Probably not, but it would be funny if that was the case. What was I? Mina has superpowers. Mina has some superpowers. The fact that Kikoru pulled attention to that fact makes me believe that it's something non-standard, so to speak. That it's not something like super high compatibility with the suit. Because if that was the case, then that's like within the spec, so to speak. You get high compatibility, you get high power. It's nothing, nothing big, nothing surprising. But because Kikoru mentioned it, it's gotta be something else. What muscles? I don't see any muscles here. I'm sorry. Not defined muscles, at least. Like, I guess her arms and legs are a little bit less scrawny than Kikoru's. Then again, Kikoru is a fucking stick figure, so it's not much of an achievement. Like, when I see someone say, oh, I was wondering how you got those muscles, I expect, maybe not Nikaido, preferably Nikaido, but at least, like, I know, like girls from dumbbell, right? At least this level, some definition to their biceps, some definition to their abs, some definition to their leg muscles. Mina has none. I wonder if it's also the case in the manga, or did manga maybe put some more detail into her musculature? What kind of training you did, and yeah, a live demonstration. As it turns out, everybody basically is here because of Mina. Because she's an inspiration, because she saved them, because she's the biggest hero of them all, and I want to be like her, right? Everybody's reasons have something to do with her. But yeah, of course, Kafka has the best reason of them all. They're childhood friends who made a childhood promise. See, like, those people have abs. Those people have some arm definition. Mina has fucking none of that. Stupid boys. Boys will be boys. That's a nice montage. Showing a little bit of their rivalry, showing a little bit of their strength, right? The dude who served in military is probably the best at figuring out tactics. So yeah, he solves the problem easily. There are those like nice little moments, like Iharu stealing the tempura shrimp, like Kikoru eating a more healthy kind of food, Kafka of course falling behind, a little bit of laughing, not at him but with, maybe not with him exactly either, but moments like this, you know, just boys hanging out in the wild, drinking some milk or whatever, brushing teeth together. I like the difference in their toothbrushes. Like, Haruichi has an electric toothbrush and everybody else is just a regular manual one. That's a cool, nifty little detail. Yeah, talking guns, talking shop, a little bit of rivalry here and there, right? Figuring out who's best with which weapon, which grenades have what use, etc., etc., etc. Helping Kafka, waiting for him again, that camaraderie, that message of positivity. Nobody's shunning him. He's a part of the group. He's one of the boys. He's one of us, right? I love it. I love it. I was afraid he's gonna be, you know, a pariah. Maybe not quite a pariah of the group, but that there will be people unhappy with him being there or something like that. But no. No, he's exactly as part of the group as anybody else is. And that's great. Assume every word you say in this dorm will be recorded. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, yeah, a little bit of ambition, right? Got on his ambition. Yeah, you know what? On second thought, yeah, I do want to take your place. But again, I like that Soshiro is not, you know, trying to sabotage him. Right? It would be so easy to make Soshiro into that jealous boyfriend kind of an archetype, trying to stop Kafka from achieving things that would actually place him next to Mina, right? Trying to rush him to the dorms. No, you can't stay here, and you're gonna do 10 laps around the building because it's past your curfew or whatever, right? But he didn't. He's like, oh yeah? Well, you won't stand next to her, huh? Well, we'll see. You wanna train? Well, you're gonna be able to train. I'm gonna give you the keys and study if you need. But no, you're not taking my place. I like it. Again. Even, like, potentially the biggest rivalry, the biggest potential for some conflict here, especially with Soshiro being so suspicious of Kafka. Even this little pair here, even they show the camaraderie here. It's great. I love it. Yeah, I'm not letting you have my spot next to Captain Ashiro, but I'm still gonna allow you to study, I'm still gonna allow you to train, I'm not gonna sabotage your efforts. Right? Cool. Again, another nice little piece of detail. The dude who served in the military is the first one out of the bed, already getting dressed. Because he's used to that. First mission. When's Kikoru getting the axe? I wonder if it's made out of the remains of the Kaiju that she supposedly defeated. Maybe. Would be a nice accent if it was. Nobody got you the way I do. Nobody got you the way I do. Oh boy. That was a very nice episode. That was... yeah. That was honestly one of the better episodes of anime in general that I've seen in recent memory. At the same time, it was very slice of life. It was exactly what I expected, basically. I expected this episode to be dedicated to the team hanging around, talking, right, getting some, trying to fit together, talking shit, spending some time in the bath, spending some time training, maybe some training montage, right? Stuff like that. Establishing the team, establishing the group, establishing their the group's mechanics a little bit, right? Who's against who's with who likes who are the best friends, yada yada yada. All of that. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what I was hoping for, and I got exactly that, and even more. And even more. The biggest thing that really, I mean, if it wasn't clear yet, the biggest thing and the best thing that stood out to me in this episode is the positivity of it. Really. I fully expected someone to be unhappy with Kafka joining. I fully expected maybe one of the captains being vehemently against it. I expected maybe some of the members of some of the recruits who passed, some of them to be unhappy because, oh, I did so much, I worked so hard, and I got in just to get in, and this motherfucker with zero compatibility and lowest scores also got in. What's this bullshit supposed to be? Right? I expected some people to be grumpy. I expected some people to be perhaps outright angry, some people to be actively antagonizing Kafka. I fully expected all of that, but I got none. And I'm glad. I couldn't be any more glad. Every single moment where I thought, oh yeah, someone's gonna start ridiculing him, someone's gonna try questioning why is he even here. No, none of that. People were supportive, people were hyping him up, people were happy, people were laughing with him, spending time with him. He wasn't pushed away from the group, none of that. I love it. I genuinely, truly did love the positivity of this episode. I hope it keeps up, is what I was trying to say. I wonder if it is going to be one of the how do I say it? Positive shows in general, right? Because if this show could go in a plethora of ways, but two like opposite sides of the same spectrum would be, it could go very heavily into the dark and the gore and whatnot, right? All of the recruits slowly dying one by one in very gory ways, and then Kafka standing there in the middle of, in the pool of blood of his compatriots, trying to, transform desperately but hyperventilating. You know what I mean, right? It could go in that direction. Or maybe losing his shit, right? Oh, I'm going to avenge Iharu-kun, right? Stuff like that. It could go in that direction, absolutely. But I wonder if it's actually going to go in the other direction completely, in the direction of indomitable human spirit, basically. Someone's in danger, someone's about to die. Haha! Kafka is here. Have no fear, right? Oh, there's a monster. We're losing ground. We can't hold him much longer. The kaiju is unlike we've ever seen. Kafka appears and punches them in the face, and the kaiju disappears. Or Kikoru appears last moment and slashes with an axe and saves the day, right? I wonder if it's actually going in this direction. Everything seems so far that it might be this way. Like, people might get hurt, very heavily, seriously hurt, like Kikoru, for example. But in the end, she was saved in a very, like, you know, uplifting way. And she survived, and she was healed fully, and she still became part of the task force. She didn't, like, became crippled permanently or anything like that. All in all, the end was good. Everything ended well. All's well that ends well. There might be suffering on the way, there might be blood, there might be injuries, but all in all, it's just gonna end well in the end. I hope this show is going in that direction. It would be so nice. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it from me for today as far as this episode goes, but maybe you guys have some other thoughts on the topic. If so, say so in the comments down below. What did you think of this episode, my reaction, my theories, stuff like that? And no spoilers, please. Spoilers can go to my Discord here, also in the description below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to be notified of future videos, not only Kaiju Hachigo, but also Yuuki, Yuuna, Unnamed Memory, Blue Archive, Kaito Otome, plenty others coming in the future. Click the bell to be notified of when I go live, because I do sometimes. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon down below, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Yuuki, Yuuna, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. You can also support me directly on YouTube via memberships, super thanks, super chats, and if you don't want to do that, you can also not pay a single cent and share my content, spread the word. It also costs you nothing and also helps an awful lot. And with that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB, Without a Net, Watson, Zerene, Yuki, Ala, Ishtamu, Dr. Watt, Akamaser, Marsh, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them if you want without having to take 15 laps around the perimeter.